All right, everyone. Good evening to you. This is day number 3. Could you believe it? Day number 3, week 8. Can't believe I'm saying that. I really can't believe I'm saying it. Day number 3, week 8 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here. Would you believe that we are already on March 1st? The first month in March 2023. Feel like
The
January.
first day, Mr. Petite, not the first month in March.
I said the first month in March. Wow.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's the first day in the month of March. Could you believe it? Well, believe it or not, it's here. It seems like January has just begun, the year just begun, but the months are hastening on. And so we have to also not count the days, but make the days count. And so let's make sure that we do that. I want us to begin with this review as we normally do. So we're going to begin with going over what we did yesterday. And I hope my questions. Go ahead.
Me looking at this, right? This what y'all do yesterday?
That's exactly what we did yesterday. Yes, sir.
Okay, I looking at this, right? Oh, you trying to say, okay, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna explain it for you. So
Okay.
you have to
I
just
start writing it down.
take a screenshot of it because we're gonna go over it fast. So you only have a chance to write it immediately.
Okay.
Alexandria Haran was not here, so he's gonna need your help to explain it for him. So start by reading the question and give him a good
It's an everyday thing.
yes, ma'am.
Because Alexandria, you're such a great teacher. Like, I was supposed to tell you that yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes, she is.
You're gonna put Mr. Petite out of a job.
Yes, she's definitely a good teacher.
Okay, let me start. Example number 1. Bradley received $5,000 from his grandfather. He invested 3/4 of his money. How much money did he invest it? Okay, amount invested equals 3/4 times 5,000 over 1. So after we have the times the 3,000 times 5,000. 3 times 5,000, which gives us 15,000. So 4 times 1 gives us 4. So it's 15,000 over 4. So when we then divide that, we're going to get $3,750. Do you understand it, Tehran? Because this is for Tehran.
Yeah, I started to understand it. But okay, y'all times the 3,000. I mean,
no,
the 3/4 times 5,000 give you 1,500.
Okay, first you have the times the 3 times the 5,000.
Oh.
See the working up there. If you look above it, you will see the working. Okay, then we drop low and we time 4 times 1, which gives us 4.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Okay, now we're going to divide the 4. If you look in the corner, you'll see how we divide the 4 into the 15,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Divide 15,000
into
4, give you 3. Yeah, I understand.
All right. So, all right, we move it on to B. Bradley invested the money for 2 years at a simple interest rate of 5% per annum. Calculate the interest earned. Okay. P equals principal. So how we got the principal is right above it. That's the answer we got for A, which is 3,750. R equals rate. Rate is 5%. T equals 2. 2 comes from the 2 years of the simple interest rate. All right. So in order for us to find the simple interest, we're going to times P times R times T over 100. So that means 3,750 times 5 times 2 over 100. So what we can do now, we're going to cross out the zeros. As you can see, we cross out one of the zeros at the top and one at the bottom. So that leaves us with 375 times 5 times 2 over 10. So first we have the times the 375 by 5. So as you can look at the bottom, that's the working rate there, which gives us 1,875. Now, the answer we got from that, we're going to times it by 2. So when we do that, the working is right underneath again. We're going to get 3,600 750. Now we're going to divide that by 10. So now, as you can see, there are 2 zeros, one at the top and one at the bottom. What we can do is cross that out. Now we have 375 over 1. So you know any number that goes into 1 is still itself. So the answer is 375 for B. So do you understand that part?
Okay, I understand. I get you under it.
Now,
So
remember, it's a formula, so that's where we get the P and the. It's a formula that we use.
PRT.
Yeah, that's the formula, the simple interest formula.
Yeah.
That's the formula we gave on Monday. That's what you have them memorize, that formula. That's how you can be able to get answers like that. Whenever they say simple interest, you have to use that same formula, PRT divided by 100. Okay.
So you have to always put 100 underneath that.
That's a question for Alexandria. I could ask her.
Look at that.
Okay, with that, that's a big number. So it can go under, it could go over 100. As you can see, we cross out the zeros. It's easy to do it by 100 because you could easily cross out the zeros.
So do we always put 100 down, Azaria? Is it always divided by 100?
You asking me, Mr. Petit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It's always 100.
So like the other one, where the one would be used when it was, all right, that's a different one. Okay, not that one, Mr. Petit. Always over 100.
Always over 100. Yes, always divided by 100. That's the formula. Okay, so you can't change that. All right. Anything else you want to add, Alexandria? Well,
no, that's basically it, Mr. Petit.
Okay, good. All right, next one. And we have another example number 2. This one is about Keith. I want to ask Shaya to explain this, please. Example number 2.
See, it's a routine, Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
Every single day. Example number 2. Anyway, it says
that's your assignment for this class. That's your rule. Alexandria is number 1, and Shay is example number 2. I think that's a good pattern that we found.
And then you ask Lanaya to do the exercises.
Exactly. You got it. Got it.
First of all, Shaya, how you could throw me under the bus like that? I thought we was friends.
Every single day he's asking you for the exercises. You should get used to that by now.
Yeah, that's the routine. Okay, go ahead, Shaya.
Keith received $3,000 from his father. He invested 3/4 of the money. Calculate, I go assume that say calculate the amount of money he invested.
Mm-hmm.
So to get the amount invested, you do 3/4 times 3,000 over 1, because whenever you see of, like whenever you're trying to find like a fraction of something, you multiply them.
Most definitely.
So you do 3,000 times 3, which is 9,000. And then 4 times 1 is 4.
Yes.
And since fractions are divisions, is like a fraction is just a big division symbol.
Yes.
You do 9,000 divided by 4, which will give you 2,250.
Yes.
That's the amount that he invested.
Yes.
So for B, it says that Keith invested the money for 4 years at a simple interest rate of 3% per annum. Calculate the interest earned. So the formula for simple interest is the principal times the rate times the amount of time. So the principal in this case would be 2,250. The rate would be 3, and the amount of time would be 4, because he borrowed it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, he invested,
Invested, yeah. Invested, that's right.
So you do 2,250 times 3 times 4 divided by 100. When you do that, you could just cancel out the zeros. They cancel one another out. And then you do 225 times 3, which is 675 times 4, which is 2,700 divided by 10. You cancel those two zeros out. So you just get 270 because when a number is divided by 1, it's just itself.
Very good. Excellent explanation. Okay, so that's example number 2. So we did yesterday, and the exercises was just basically an iteration of these. So let's go on to example exercise number 2. Exercise number 1. This one is with Roger. Lanaya, can you do exercise number 1, please?
Okay. My mother over here dying. Anyway, number 1A says Roger received $9,000 from his father. He invested 3/4 of his money. Calculate how much money he invested. So what we have to do is multiply 3/4 by 9,000. We have to turn 9,000 into a fraction, and we put 1 underneath it because 9,000 is a whole number. So first you multiply 3 times 9,000, which gives you 27,000, and then multiply 4 times 1, which gives you 4. And then you have to divide 27,000 by 4, which gives you 6,750.
Very good.
And then B says Roger invested the money for 6 years at a simple interest rate of 4% per annum. Calculate the interest earned. So to do that, you have to use the formula P times R times T, which is principal times rate times time. So the principal, which is the money invested or borrowed, would be our answer for number 1A, 6,750. Our rate would be 4 because it's 4%, and our time would be 6 because it says 6 years. And you put all that over 100. So you multiply. So the first thing you would do, would cancel out your zeros. And because it's only 1 0 in that number, you only cancel out 1 0. So now, then you multiply 675 by 4. And that gives you 27,000. And then you put 2,700, times 6 over 10. You multiply that, and that gives you 16,200. You put that over 10, and you could either divide it like the long way, or you could just cancel out the zeros.
Very good.
And then that gives you 1,620. So
very good. Lanaya, thank you for that explanation. Daniel, can you do number 2? James received.
So James invested the money for 5 years at a simple interest rate of 2% per annum. Calculate the interest earned. And so first of all, we're gonna get our sum, or the percentage of how much money was invested, which is 750, and we're gonna put it at times the 2% interest rate and the 5 years. Then we're gonna put that over 100 because to turn something into a percent, you gotta divide by 100, and then we're gonna times the 750 times 2 times 5. Then we're gonna do that divided by 100, and you get $75.
What are you doing? Number 2 or number 1? Or number 3?
You didn't say number 3?
I said number 2.
Oh.
All right, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got someone else do number 2. Thank you. I was trying to figure out how you got 75. I'm like, we doing number 2. All right, thank you. But listen the next time. Take one, yeah? Daquania, are you there? I can't hear from Daquania. So I'll let Angelina. Where's Angelina?
Right.
Hello, Angelina. Can you explain number 2, please?
James received 7,000 from his father. He invested 3/4 of the money. Calculate how much money he invested. So first thing I'm gonna do is get 3/4 and you times it by 7,000 and put it over 1 because it's the whole number. Put it over 1.
Mhm.
It should be equal to 21,000 because
How
3
we got
times
it? Very good. Yes.
3 times 7,000 is 21,000.
Good.
And put it over 4 because 4 times 1 equals 4.
Good.
You divide, you get 5,250.
Excellent.
So part B says James invested the money for 2 years at a simple interest rate of 5% per annum. Calculate the interest earned. So we're gonna get get his investment, which is 5,250. Times it by 2 years, because that's the time. And you times it by 5 because it's 5%, that's the rate. And you're gonna put it over 100. So since there's a 0, you're gonna cancel the 0 and cancel the 0 from the 100. Then then afterwards when you multiply it, it'll be 2,625 times 8. Wait, what?
So we multiplied 2 and 525 one time. That's what we did. Oh, no. There's a mistake here. You're supposed to do 5. My mistake is supposed to be 5. Go ahead.
So when you multiply, you multiply 5,150 times. Multiply by 5 or 2?
I see what I did wrong. Okay. Discard. What I did wrong was this supposed to switch. So the rate is supposed to be 5 and the time is supposed to be 2. So that's what I did wrong now. So the rate is 5% and the time is what? 2 years. So then when we multiply 5 and 525, we get 2625, isn't it? Yeah. And then when we multiply that by 2, yeah, we good now. Sorry about that. You could do it again.
Then
that's
when we multiply by 2, we have 525.
5,250.
5,220. 150. Then you put it over 10. So since there's a 0, we cancel the 0, and now it will be 525.
Yes, be 525. Good. All right. Any questions on that? Questions?
Okay, I try to understand. Okay, let me understand the bottom of sense. Okay, y'all getting 100 from the original from the PR2, right?
Okay, so wait one more. It's best that you look at these exercises. I skip steps, so it's best that you look at say something like this for you to really get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all getting the 100 from the simple interest rate, right?
Yeah, from that formula. Yes.
Okay, and then when you then get the 100, when you put the 100 underneath, you got to times the 3,750 times 2. I mean times 5, right?
No, you cancel out first.
Oh, no. Anytime you got to cancel out first now.
Yeah, you cancel out first because you have the zeros at the box, so cancel out first.
And then you times the 5.
Then we times the 5 by the 375.
Oh.
You understand that?
Okay. You times the 375 by 5.
Uh-huh.
Times 2 gonna give you 118. I mean 1875 times. Oh, you got to times out again.
No, we only do 5 times 375. We ain't worried with the 2 in this step. Okay?
Yeah.
We ain't bothered with the 2 yet. Then when we do 5 times 375, that gives us 1,875. Then we take 1,875 and times that by 2.
Oh, I'll now get in.
And then we get 300.
Cancel again.
Then we cancel again. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's how you get. That's how you get the 375 then.
That's how I get the 375.
Okay. Okay then.
So one step at a time. All right. So that's that. That was yesterday's work. Today we're gonna look at another element to it. Another, should I say another question that they could also ask when they are asking simple interest questions, which they like to ask with these questions. So the first part is just going to be regular simple interest questions, which we already know how to do. The last part of it is where we're going to see an addition, something that we haven't seen before with these type of questions. All right, at least not this semester. So let's begin. So let's head up properly. Today is Wednesday.
Wait, when did you do slide number 193?
Remember, this is the 8th week. So we've had a lot of classes during those 8 weeks. For the old classes, you can just go on my YouTube channel. You can find a lot of them there. My YouTube channel is the Open Handed Classroom. The theme is simple interest. So within simple interest, stuff like simple interest, higher purchase, ratio word problems, all those ones, they require you to be very good at 2 operations, multiplication and division. You have to know how to multiply, very good. You have to know how to divide, very good. Multiply with decimals, multiply with whole numbers, multiply with 2 digits. You have to be very good at those things, all right? So that's very important when we're looking at. Whenever we're looking at consumer math questions, you're gonna need to be good at the basic operations. All right, so example number 1. So John borrowed, let's say he borrowed $7,200 from the bank. So in this case, our principal is not going to be amount invested, right? It's going to be amount borrowed. So he borrowed $7,200 from his bank at 9.5% simple interest per annum. When we say per annum, what do we mean? What does per annum mean?
Yearly.
Yearly or per year. For 3 years. Calculate the first thing we want is the interest on the loan. That's the first thing we want to calculate. Calculate the interest on the loan. Now, in order to figure out the input interest on the loan, obviously we're going to use the simple interest formula. But before we do that, we need to know what is P, what is R, what is T. Right? So the simple interest is going to be, I don't know if there's space for do that, so you're just going to go right into the formula. Simple interest going to be equal to P, which is the principal, times the rate times time, all divided by 100. It's going to be equal to all right, what's the principal on this?
7,000.
7,200.
Oh, one moment. I'm sorry. One moment. Make sure your mic is muted if you're not speaking. Duran, make sure your mic is muted, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
You think you could show me the notes from yesterday? I was in hell.
Oh, you're absent. Okay. Let me. Okay, give me one moment. Let me finish for the day. I mean, not finish, but let me finish the slide and I'll go back. Okay. All right, so Megan.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we have 7,200. That's his principal, right? What's the rate?
9.5.
Very good, 9.5%. What's the time?
3.
3. Very good. All divided by
100.
100. Okay, that's going to be equal to, what do we have? Can we cancel on anything?
The 2 zeros from on 7,200.
Yes, we can.
And on 100.
So we can cancel out this 0 with that 0. And also what? This 0.
That 0. With that
this.
0.
Very good. And so we're going to be left with what?
72 times 9.5 times 3 over 1.
Very good. 72 times 9.5 times 3. All divided by 1. Okay, now, what's the first thing we're going to do? Multiply?
Multiply 72 by 9.5.
Very good. So let's do that. So we have 72 on top, 9.5 at the bottom. Now, it requires us to know our 9 timetables, and most persons know their 5 timetables. So, to know our 9 timetables and 5. So let's do this. I want you to do this by hand, please. So we have 5 times 2 is what? Speak to me. 5 times 2 is what?
10.
10, very good. 5 times 7 is
35.
35 plus 1 is 36.
36.
Okay. We put the 0 down. Then we have 9 times 2 is what?
18.
18. Put the 1 down, put the 8. Put the 8 down, put the 1 up. 9 times 7 is what?
63.
Plus 1 is
64.
64. Good. Divided by, all right, 0 plus 0 is going to be what? 0. 6 plus 8 is 14. 14, good. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 6 plus 0 is definitely 6. So here we're gonna have 6,840 multiplied by what?
3.
Multiplied by 3, yeah.
By 3.
Multiplied by 3.
You do none with the decimal.
Say it again.
You don't do none with the decimal.
Yes, that's a good point. Since it was a one number after the decimal point, I mean one number behind the decimal point, the point is gonna go right there, right? So that's the same thing as 684. We don't have to put the point, I mean 0, because that's non-essential. Seeing that what? Seeing that, you know, it's 0.0, but we don't really need that. But I'll keep it for the sake of consistency. So we have 6, 8, 4.0 multiplied by 3. Do I need to keep the 1?
No.
No, definitely not. So it's going to be equal to, so we have 684.0 times 3, right? So let's multiply that. 6, 8, 4.0 times 3. All right, what is 3 times 0? That's going to be what? 0. 3 times 4 is what? 3 times 4 is what? 12. 3 times 8 is
34.
3 times 8 is 20. 3 times 8 is, what is 3 times 8? No, not 34. 3 times.
24. 24.
24. Good. 24. Plus 1.
25.
25. Good. And what is 3 times 6?
18.
18. Plus 2.
20.
20. All right, please remember that this is being recorded. And so I don't want that the persons who listen to this recording think that there's nobody in the class or the persons in the class don't know their timetables. So I need feedback when I ask the question. I don't want there to be pen drop and all type silence. Please answer me when I speak. All right? Because the class is full. We have a lot of students in this class. So there shouldn't be a time when I ask the question and no one is responding. So make sure I give me the feedback that I need. So there's one number before the decimal point. I'm sorry, behind the decimal point, at least to the right of it. So what we're gonna do in terms of our answer, where we're gonna put a decimal point?
In the back of the 2.
In the back of the 2, right? So it's gonna be right there. So that's 20520. That's our answer. 2,000. 5, 2.0. Now, the 0.0 is not important because it's just 0. All right, so we don't need that. It's not important. It's because since it's just zeros. Okay, so we don't need them. All right, so that's how we got that. So so that means it's simple interest, the amount of interest that he has to pay on this loan is actually $2,000 and $2,052. That's a lot of money just on interest. All right, so
And Commonwealth is charged twice as much as SAC.
how much that interest is?
Very much high.
It's more than 9.5%?
Yes, them and Fidelity. Trust me.
You serious? Wow. Wow, that's incredible. More than 9.5%. That's ridiculous. All right. All right, so the next question asks us.
And for people who like go borrow all kind of money from the bank.
All right, let's stay on topic. I really don't want this to turn into a different discussion. So let's move on to question number, not number 2, but question I. So the question says, it's very simple. Not deep, but this one. This one, know the total amount repaid. And I think we've done a question. It was double I, right? That's 3 I's or 2 I's I have there? 3 A.
That's 3.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So the total amount repaid, how are we going to get this? And what are we going to add?
We're gonna add the 2,052.
So we're going to take
the principal plus like the total interest.
Right,
so that's 7,200 plus 2,052.
Very good. So you're going to take our principal, which is 7,200, plus $2,052. And so what are we gonna get? We add them. $2,052.
Got a son, or you got a son?
Say it again.
The time needs to be hitting the time.
So we have 7,200 plus.
9,252.
We get 9,000, very good. 252. Okay, and we got that simply by adding them. All right, so that's how we get the total. All right, so we know that that's the total amount that he have to repay the bank. Not only does he have to repay the bank the interest charges, but also the amount that he borrowed. Okay. So the next question says, okay, John makes equal. This is yeah, John makes equal monthly payments.
Miss Boutique, that part where we just added, that was a part of A.
That's AII. So we have AI and AII. All right. So John makes equal monthly payments on the total amount to be repaid during the time period of the loan. B, calculate his monthly payments. Now this is the part where I can need you to be very much so focused, because I know some people struggle with division, and with this question you can need to know how to divide properly. Like you can't be a novice at divide to get this question right. So B basically requires us to divide. So if they calculate his monthly payments, so he has to pay $9,252. And he have to pay that in 3 years. Okay. How much money must he pay, right? How much money must he pay each month to be able to pay all of this in 3 years?
Okay, 257. 257, Mr. Petit, 9,225 divided by 36, which is 36 months. Because he have 3 years. So
Good.
so what we're gonna do, we're gonna find out how much is 3 years in months.
Yes.
So that's 36 months.
Good. Good. I like that method. So we know it's 3 years. So because it's 3 years, we need to figure out, okay, how much months are in a year? How much months in 3 years, right? And we can figure out how much months in 3 years because each month contains 12, each year rather contains 12 months. So that's going to be 3 times 12 to give you how much months, okay, in the time period. Then we're going to take his monthly payments now. Is going to be equal to his total divided by the amount of months that we have in the time period. What's the total? The total is what's our is the division sign? So his monthly payments is gonna do is total divided by the amount of months during the time period. So it's gonna be 9,252 divided by remember
3.
36.
not years.
Oh,
36. We have to
remember,
find months, so that's 36 months.
yeah, remember is we had to figure out how much months it is. So
12 times 3. First, we have to find 12 times 3.
so the number of months that we have is gonna be, I mean, it's 3 years, so it's gonna be 3 times 12.
yeah, 12 times 3 is going to give you 36.
So it's 3 years, so it's 3 times. Go ahead, Jennifer.
So if you have 4 years, you have to times that by 12 too, like 4 times 12.
Very good.
Okay.
If you have 2 years, how much months is gonna be?
24.
24. Very good. If you have 4 months, how much months? Sorry, if you have 4 years, how much months that's gonna be?
48.
48. Very good. If you have 5 months, sorry, 5 years, how much months that's gonna be?
60.
60.
60. Very good. 6 months, 6 years rather. How much months that's gonna be?
72.
72. 7 years. How much?
84.
84. 8 years.
96.
96. 9 years.
108.
108. 10 years.
120. 120.
120. 120. 11 years.
136. 132. Sorry.
132. Good. 12 years.
144.
144. So basically the multiples of 12, right? So 12, 36 months. So we have 952 divided by 36. Now this is where you have to know how to divide, okay? Because you're not using calculators, you're actually dividing by hand. And so you have to know how to divide properly. So because we're dividing by a 2-digit number. So let's do it. So there's no shortcut method to this. You just have to actually do it by brute, especially if in the exam. You just have to, try different numbers because no one in there knows there are 36 timetables. So you just have to try. If it's not by 2, then try by 3. If it's not by 3, then try by 4. Just how you're gonna do it. You're not gonna know beforehand. All right, just gonna try. All right, so 36 into 952. So 9, 2, 5, 2. All right, how much times 36 goes into 92?
Twice.
Well, we could try it once, but once it'll still be over 36. So let's try by 2. Okay. So if we try by 2, if we do 36 multiplied by 12. That's my
It's
point.
72.
36 multiplied by 2. I think I should put this somewhere. Let me put it there. So 36. Oh, that's not good. Let's do it on this side. So if we do 36 multiplied by 2, y'all could see this at the bottom here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 2 times 6 is going to be definitely 12. Put the 2 down, put the 1 up. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So it's 72. Right, so we know that 72 is close to 92. But what about 3? We haven't tried 3. How we know for sure that, you know, it's actually 2 and not 3?
I try to get that. It's 80.
Say it again.
24. It's only 24 left over.
It's going to be
It's 80.
6 times 3 is what? 18. Put the 8 down, put the 1 up. 3 times 3 is what? 9.
9, 10.
Plus 1 is 10, so it's 108. So that's too much, right? Isn't it? It's too much. So we have to use 72. All right. So we have to use 36 times 2. So 36 times 2. 36 times 2 is...
See what you say, 36.
If you do it by 3, you get a number that's bigger than 92. You're breaking up badly. That number was 108. All right, 92 minus 72 is going to be what? Help me out. 92?
20.
City. 20. Very good.
And
After
you
we have,
bring down the 5.
you have to bring down the 5. Very good. All right, we just tried 3, and 3 is 108. Let's try 4. So 36 multiplied by 4 gives us what? 4 times 6 is what? What is 4 times 6? 24. Put the 4 down, put the 2 up. 4 times 3 is what?
12,
4 times 3 is 12 plus 2,
14.
14. That's 144. It seems a bit too low for me. Let's try 5. So 36 multiplied by 5. What is 5? Let me do it on this side, sorry. Let me do it on this side. So 36 multiplied by 5. All right, 5 times 6 is what?
30.
30. Put the 0 down. Put the 3 up. 5 times 3 is
15.
15. Plus 3 is
18.
18. So it's 180. All right. So 180 is close, but is it close enough? Let's try 6. All right, let's see if 6 works. Or 6 is too big. So this is how we have to do it. We don't have no calculator. We just doing it by hand. So we have to try these numbers by hand and see which one's gonna work. All right. 6 times 6 is what? 36.
26.
All right. 6 times 3 is what?
18.
18 plus 3?
21.
21. Good. 21 is 216. Can we use 6?
No.
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 Do it one more time.
Why can't we use 6?
It's too high.
Because
It-
it's too low.
It's too low. We
I
have
mean,
we have 205.
too high.
Too high.
Mr. Petit, you know what I meant.
No, I did not. I heard what you I understood what you said. So we have to use what number we have to use? We can't use 6, so we have to use what?
5.
Use 5. All right, so
You have to use 5.
most staff. So let's use 5. Let me erase these other ones. It would be great if we knew 36 timetables. So multiply this by 5. 36 times 5 is 180. So we have 180 minus. All right, now we have 205 minus 108. Sorry, 180. So we have to do 5 minus 0, which is what? 5. And then we have to borrow. This is going to be 10. And this becomes 1. So 10 minus 8 is what?
2.
2. And we bring down the 2.
2.
All right. We already did it. Now we have 252. We already did it by 6. And we saw that 6 was 216. Let's try 7. See if that works. So 36 multiplied by 7. 7 times 6 is what?
42.
42. Put the 2 down. Put the 4 up. 7 times 3 is
21.
21. 21 plus 4?
25.
25. So it's exactly 252. So we don't have to go again and try 8, right? We have exactly 252. So this is gonna be 36 times 7. And 36 times 7 is what? What's 36 times 7?
252.
252. We subtract them. It's gonna be 2 minus 2 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So the correct answer is definitely gonna be 257. So he has to pay $257 every month to make sure that at the end of his 3 years, he pays the entire total amount. Okay. So the answer is 257. Any questions on this? Any questions? Let me know. Hopefully we all understand how we got it. Make sure I write this down for me. We have one more example. And then we can go on to the exercises for today.
Miss Petit, you sure you want to do one more example after 7?
Yeah, I know it's a very long But this one just have a lot of parts. So, but we have to do 2 examples. That's just part of it. Better you understand than for me just to go on. Megan, you say you wanted the previous slides?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Get ready to take them, please. Make sure that you have a picture of this because I'm gonna move it for those who are still writing. I'm gonna move it right now. So Megan, this is what we did yesterday. You take a screenshot of that. And then this was the exercises for yesterday. And then the example was this one. This is example number 2. And then example number 1 is this. So I hope you got them, Megan.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
All right. Oh. Okay. Now that we're done with this one, gonna ask Yolanda. My screen is still sharing, right? Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, my screen is still sharing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yolanda, can you explain this example for me, please?
Example number 1. John borrowed $7,200 from the bank at 9.5% simple interest per annum for 3 years. A, calculate the interest of the loan. So you want to do the simple interest, which is P times R times T over 100. And that's 7,200 times 9.5 times 3 over 100. And then we could cancel out the zeros, which results to 72 times 9.5 times 3 over 1. And that equals to 684.0 times 3, which equals to 2,052. And then the total amount we paid, that equals to the principal plus interest, which is 7,200 plus 2,052, which equals to 9,252. And then it says John makes equal monthly payments on the total amount to be repaid during the time period of the loan. B, calculate his monthly payments.
And in order to do that, we must first change years into months. So 3 times 12 is 36. And then the monthly payments equals the monthly payments equals totals divided by the amount of months. So that's 9,252 divided by 36, which equals to 257.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. Let's do another example. So for this one, instead of John, we're gonna say Sean borrowed instead of 4,200. I mean 7,200. Let's say. Well, let's say it's 4,200. And instead of 9.5%, let's say it was simply 3.5% simple interest per annum. 3 years, no, let's say 2 years. Okay. All right, so we want to calculate the interest on the loan. So we know simple interest is going to be equal to, what's the formula for simple interest?
Mr. T.
T times R times T.
Yes, sir. Very good.
Over 100.
Okay, Shauna Paulo. Simple interest is going to be.
You could send me when you finish.
Yeah, Shauna Paulo.
Okay,
so,
then I guess we could write them. Send them the when I finish with that.
Yeah. So simple interest is going to be principal times what? Times rate times time. Okay. It's going to be equal to X. What's the principal? The principal is 4,200. Let me write properly. So 4,200 multiplied by PR. What is the interest rate? 3% multiplied by 2, right? All over 100. Now, what's the first thing that we're going to do?
Cancel out the zeros.
Very good. Cancel out the zeros. So this 0, cancel it with this 0. And this 0, cancel it with that 0. So we are left with 42 times 3.5 times 2 all over all over 1 divided by, so it's going to be equal to 42. Oh my bad. It's going to be equal to 3.5 times 42. Now what is 3.5 times 42?
1,470.
1,000?
Yeah, and you have to add it, Mr. Petit, when you get your answer. You times in it.
3.5 times 42. What about the decimal point?
They put it between the 7 and the 0.
Good, so it's 147.
Sorry, 147.0.
Yeah. Times 2. Divided by
1.
divided by 1. Now we do 147 times 2, which gives us what?
2,009, 294.
290.0. And so the interest is the interest that he has to pay is $294. So the next question is, okay, now that you know the interest, tell us what's the total amount to be repaid. So total amount to be repaid, obviously it's going to be the principal plus the interest. The principal is 4,200. The interest is $294. So it's going to be equal to $294 plus 4,200. It's going to be what?
4,494.
That's correct. So that's the answer. The answer, that's for the total amount. 4,494. Now, same question. We want to figure out how much equal payments he must make. So let's say that Sean makes equal monthly payments on the total to be repaid during the time period. Calculate his monthly payments. So how much is going to be the monthly payments? That's going to be what?
Okay, so that's 4,494 divided by 24.
So we're going to take the total, right, and divide it by the amount of months, right? So how much months we have?
24.
24. How did you get? How did you get 24?
Because it's 2 years.
Because it's what?
2 years. 12 times 2.
Very good. So it's gonna be 4,494 divided by 24 because it's 2 years. I remember we got the 24 because we say how months is gonna be. A month is gonna be 2 times 24. And 2 times 24 is definitely, oh my, 2 times 12 and 2 times 24 because it's 12 months in a year. Gonna be 2 times 12. And 2 times 12 is 24 months. And that's why we divide and use 24. So if 4,494 divided by 24, that's going to be equal to what?
$187.25.
Very good. So each month he has to pay $187.25.
Due to the no, never mind, Mr. Petit. I just see what time it is.
Yeah. It's gonna be rough to do that. Okay, so at this point in time, I want you to take a picture of your notes and send it to me, please. That's everyone. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's everyone in there. So far, I've only received Zayden's work. I need the rest of you to send in your work, please.
Mr. D, my phone died at the moment, so when it turn back on, I'll send you the note.
Okay, sure. Remember, Kevin, like I tell everybody, make sure your devices are charged for class because you know you can need them. So charge your devices for class. I tired of hearing people saying that their cell phone is dead, especially people who've been there for several weeks. You know how the classes go. So make sure charge your devices, please. Again, that's everyone. Please send in your notes, please.
Mr. Petit, the screen black.
My screen is black. Okay.
Yes, huh?
All right. How about now? You see it properly?
Yes.
Okay. Rikia, are you there? Where's Rikia?
I'm here.
Okay, good. Can you explain this slide for me, please?
The screen is black for me.
The screen is black for you. How about now?
I can see.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Explain it for me, please.
Okay, so basically it's 42,000 times 3.5 times 2 over 100. And since the 42,000 has two zeros, you cross out the two zeros onto 100. And the 42,000, which would be equal to 42 times 3.5 times 2 over 1. And then you do the 42 times 3.5, which would equal to 147. And then you times that by 2, and that would equal to 294. And then for the second half, the total amount we paid, it will be principal plus interest, which would be 42,000 plus 294, which would equal to 4,494. And for B, the monthly payments equals total plus amount of payments, which would be, divided by the amount of months, which would be 4,494 divided by 24, and it would equal to 184.25.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And so that's how we get the 187.25. Any questions before we move on? Still waiting on the notes from the rest of you all. Make sure, please send in your notes, please. Some of you have not yet sent in your notes. You know who you are. Send in your notes, please. Say it again. Say it again. All right, so let's continue. So these are the exercises. I'm only going to give you two. So let's say that Ralph borrowed 3,200 from the bank. Let's say it was 6.5 simple interest. Let's say it was for 4 years. Now, you have to be careful because if your answer goes over, like if you have like plenty decimal places at the back, remember just be concerned about the last two. All right, the last two the last three, and then you want to round it to 2 decimal places, right? So if you get a very long number at the back, especially for C, because I anticipate that you might get a long answer in the back. Not C, for B, even if you get a long answer, for the answer at the end, make sure that you round it to 2 decimal places, okay? Because you're dealing with money, so you have to be the 2 decimal places. Again, make sure that remember for the last part B, if you get numbers behind a decimal point that exceeds, that is very long, just round the 2 decimal places because you're dealing with money. So you only need 2 decimal places for the end. Okay. All right, let me start on the bottom. Zayden Watson, are you there? Where's Zayden? Zayden, are you there? Okay, this is not good.
Yeah, I'm here.
Why are you taking so long to answer? Zayden,
Yes, sir.
why are you taking so long to answer? You have to be fully attentive in class, please. What number are you on?
Number one.
I only got the first example. Please send me the picture of the next example.
I already sent you.
I only see example number 1. Oh. Okay, I see it. Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now. But you didn't put the answer. You didn't put the answer for number 2. No. This only example number 1. I'm looking at your first page. You only have example number 1 with John. I want the next example with about Sean. All right. Let's see. Zayden. Zayden. I need the next example with Sean. I only see you have one example. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yolanda, what number you on?
I'm on one. I'm 1B.
All right. Ashante,
Yes.
I only received one of your examples with Sean. Where's the other one with Sean?
Why are you supposed to send the other one?
Say it again.
Why are you supposed to send the other one?
Okay, so you wrote it already.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Taekwanya, what number you on? Taekwanya, what number are you on?
I'm on number 1.
1. Okay. Did you send in your work?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. I didn't know you were that good of an artist.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
good. Very good. Very good drawing. Serenity,
Yes, sir.
what number are you on?
Number 1.
1, okay. Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. Rakia, roll, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I only see one of your examples. I don't see the next one.
Yeah, I asked if you can go back to the screenshot.
Oh, you did? Okay, let me go back.
Thanks.
Good. Michaela Maki. Michaela Maki, are you there? I can't hear from her. Rachel, no? Rachel, no? What number you on? What number you on? I'm saying, what number are you on? I can't hear you, Rachel. And I can't, I didn't hear, I don't see your notes either, by the way. Noel Lewis.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 1.
Okay, do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. Michaela Byrne.
Yes, sir.
I saw your message, but I only see example 2 for yours. I need to see example 3.
Yeah, I'll have to write down example 1 after I finish with this.
Do you have the screenshot?
No, sir. Can you send it to me off on the next one?
I'm not gonna send it. I want you to take a screenshot of it.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready to take it.
I can take it now.
Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand what to do, Mikhail?
Yes, sir.
All right. Megan, what number you on?
2A.
2A, that's good. You understand what to do?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Malaya,
Yes, sir.
what number you on?
I am number 1.
Okay. Michaela Moxie. Michaela Moxie.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 1.
Okay. Where's the sister notes?
I gonna send it now.
Okay. Angelina, you need to do better, you know. I always have to ask for your notes. I don't understand how your sister could have her notes and you don't have your notes. You always trailing behind. I don't understand that. You hear me, Angelina? Yes,
You can look in chat, please.
one moment. You hear me, Angelina?
You mean me, Mr. Budi?
Not Angelina. Miss Moxie. She know I talk about. Moxie. I Michaela, you call your sister for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's echo. I see. But Michaela, Angelina, there is always, you always sending your notes late. I always have your sister notes before I have yours. Every night. And I always have to ask her for your work. That don't make no sense. You need to take responsibility for your own work as well. All right? And you always sending them late.
Don't usually I
Go
write
ahead.
like this. I keep my phone keep kicking me with the class. I had to keep rejoining it.
I ain't just talking about tonight. I talking about every night. Your stuff always late. So you need to do better than that. I shall know. Yes, for shall know.
You say all example in exercise already?
Yeah.
Example too.
Okay. Yeah, that's because your internet is slow. Let me send you the picture of the exercises. All right.
What's up, T? Question, can you go back and slide for me, please?
Okay, sure.
It didn't move.
Can you give me a moment, please?
Oh, sorry. I thought it froze on my side. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Shalice, where's Shalice?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
2.
2. Okay. Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Leroy Taylor?
Yes, sir.
I don't have your notes.
I don't know.
Pardon?
I say I'm going to send them now. I didn't know for cell phone.
Okay. Anaya?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I am going on number 1A.
All right.
1B, sorry.
Okay, Karen?
Mr. Petit, you said only use when we wrong in, just use the two back numbers.
Yeah, okay, so you have to look at the third decimal. The third number behind the decimal point, if it's
okay
less than 5, you keep it the same. If it's greater than 5, you round up.
Okay.
Karen? I need your your notes. Say it again.
get the food for my knee.
Say it again.
I have to get the food for my knee.
All right, sure. Kevin Ink.
Yes. One B.
I don't have your notes.
Remember I
yeah,
tell you about my
oh,
phone,
yeah.
and I
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
fully finished the second one. So once I didn't do the work, and I finished that on 10 all at one time.
All right, don't forget. Jensen. Jensen Bethel.
Yes, sir.
I haven't done from you yet.
I writing them down.
I mean in the notes. I don't have that from you either.
Yes, sir. I writing them down.
You haven't finished that yet?
Oh, I was doing the work, you see. I didn't get to write the thing out.
No, I'm saying we've been on the notes from a very long time. So I don't understand why don't you have the notes? Why I genuinely don't understand. So you have to write faster than that. And what else we have? Jennifer Allen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I have to call your parents because it's clearly that you don't listen to me at all.
My mom did. She did take the pictures and send it to you. I told her to send it to you today. She
No,
didn't send them.
No, she didn't send them to me.
I watched her took the pictures and
She probably took
she
the
took
pictures,
the pictures.
but she never sent them. So let her send them to me now, please. She's home?
She just went out.
Okay, whenever she get back, tell her to send them.
Yes, sir.
And
I already sent the exercises to you.
okay, you also need what is this?
The exercises I sent you.
You gotta be joking, Zayden. You better try
But
write that down. Write it down, sir.
okay.
Shortcut.
You said that it was okay if I printed it down.
Oh, you printed it.
Yeah.
Oh, you printed
Yeah.
it. Oh, I didn't realize that was printed. I thought that was what's the word? So where you can keep them? Do you have like a
In my
folder to keep?
Yes, sir.
You have a folder?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. That's nice. Zayden, you in Freeport, right?
Yeah, I'm in Freeport.
Okay. All right. Frank Pong. Where's Frank Pong?
With Freeport?
No, not you. I'm talking to Frank Pong. Frank Pong, are you there? What number you on, Frank Pong? Let me know what number you on. And 28. Okay, that's good. And Drexwell. Where's Drexwell?
Yes, sir.
Remember our appointment tonight.
Okay.
And Diamond. Diamond. Diamond, are you there? Okay, I can't hear from Diamond. I need to call her, mommy. And Daniel, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What number?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I'm on number, I'm on number 2.
Okay. Shaya, what number you on? Hello, good evening. Yes, well, I'm trying to reach Diamond, but I'm not hearing it inside the chat. Okay. Okay, you can't call late.
I hope she wants that's not the case.
Okay. Or you can give me your number, the system number, like someone who home, so I could call.
395
Wait,
262.
wait. Say 395.
262.
Okay.
That's my sister's number, Sophia.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Well,
Okay, so I think we're ready to start number 1 because it's already late. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Yes. Yes, I'm trying to reach Diamond. I'm a tutor. And I can't hear her inside the class. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's do number 1 together. Shaya, can you help me with number 1, please? Go ahead, Shaya, for number 1. What you got? You want the interest. We can't hear you, Shaya. If you're speaking, we can't hear you. We still can't hear you. So we're on the interest on the loan. Let me ask Alexandria. Alexandria, what you got for the interest?
Okay, the interest was 832.
That's correct. Yeah. How you got that?
Okay, 32 times 6.5 gives me 2, after I add the sum, 280. Then 280 times 4 gives me 832.
That's
Then I
correct.
divide it by 1.
Yeah. Now the total gonna
Okay,
be
principal plus interest, 3,200 plus 300 plus 832, 4,032.
We have 4,000. Say it again, you got
4,032. 4,032.
yeah, 4,032.
Okay, B calculate this monthly payment. 4,032 divided by 48 84.
Okay. You got 84 flat?
Yes. For
Wow.
B.
That
You
is
ain't supposed to do that?
amazing. No, no,
You
no,
ain't
no,
supposed to do
no.
that?
I
Oh.
just amazing.
I was still stuck now. I was stuck on number 2B. But I still showed my working as far as I got.
Okay.
After
So
I
we
check it, because I check it inside the calculator and it gives me all the numbers in the back. When I do it, divide it, it wasn't doing all of that. So I don't know why.
Probably divide wrong. So the monthly payments is gonna be 4,032 divided by
24, right?
divided by not 24. Remember, it's 4
48.
years. It's 4 years. Okay.
48 is 50.
So since it's 4 years, you're gonna do 4 times 12, which is what? 48. Okay. So be careful of that. 4 times 12, which is 48. And what is 432 divided by 48? That should be what? 84. Okay, anyone got 84 for the first one? Anyone got 84? Anyone got these answers?
Good.
Jennifer, anyone else? Shay, we still can't hear you. Karen? Anyone else? Lanaya, that's good. Only those? Yolanda, did you get it?
I said I didn't get it, Mr.
I
You-
did.
You did? Okay.
I made a mistake. Sorry.
You made a mistake. Okay. What you got wrong? Not Yolanda. Lanaya, what happened?
I forgot to do the decimal.
What should
After I multiplied it, I forgot to like move the decimal. If that makes sense.
Okay, I understand.
On A.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do number 2. So for number 2, we want the interest on the loan. Daniel, what do you get for the interest?
The simple interest equals the simple interest equals 6,200 times 8.5% times 3 years.
So John says.
I got 158,000.
Say it again.
I didn't get it, but
What you got?
I didn't get anything for that.
I mean, for the simple interest, what you got?
No, I didn't get anything for that.
You didn't answer it? I mean, A. What you got for A?
Oh, for A, sorry. Oh my God, 1,581.
Okay, good.
Oh, never mind.
How about for I? Anyone answered I? Total amount to be repaid?
Yes, sir.
You answered that?
Yes, sir.
What you got?
For that I got 7,781.
Say it again.
7,781.
Very good. You have to project your voice because I could barely hear you sometimes. And okay, and after that, I want the total monthly payments. You got that?
No, so I'm working on that right now.
Okay, so monthly payments is gonna be equal to 7,781
Divided by 36.
Divided by 36. Say it again. Okay. So divided by 36.
So, Mr. Petit, for my answer, I input the decimal, the numbers in the back of the decimal. I supposed to put it. So I supposed to put 14.14.
We're going to see right now. So when we divide it, right? If you divide it properly by 36, you're supposed to get 216.138888 and so on. Right? But because we're dealing with money, we're gonna round it, right? So it's gonna be 216.14. Okay, so that's how I answer
Okay.
that.
As you could see, before you said the answer, I make sure I accept 0.14. So I
Mhm.
just, yeah, like I just have it in my head, but I think it's be wrong.
No, you're right. You do round it. You do round up. Okay. All right. All right. Any questions on this? If not, I'm asking everyone to please send in then.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petit.
Hey, Divine.
So I'm late because I had to finish work on my coursework that's due this month, and like I'm not halfway done, so I'm sorry.
Okay, sure, no problem. I understand. So send in your work, please. That's everyone. Erin, Alexandria, Angelina, Atara, Shaya, Daniel, Deja, Diamond, Frimpong, Jennifer, Kavanik. All of you send in your work, please. Yolanda and Zayden, send in your work.
I sent mine already.
Send yours?
Yes, sir.
You send yours? Alexandria. Oh, you sent us on 7:55.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Noel.
I sent my own too. You see it?
Yes, I saw that. Send it pretty early for real. I remember that. The rest of you, I want to see your work, please. Send in your work. I'm still waiting on the rest of you to send in your work.
Okay, Mr. Petit, I'm in your other class, so.
Yeah, have a good one. All right, so we're moving on to English language. If you're not doing English language, you're free to leave. But the rest of us, we're going to be doing English class now.
Mr. Petit, you mean English language as in for the BJC?
BJC and BGCSE class. That's what we have it now.
Okay. I just ain't doing the cross-search thing for it. Okay, never mind.
There's no coursework for English.
No, they have a cross for I think it's from my school. I don't know, but they have on the lesson we had to pay for the BJCs. They had a crosswork on there, and they said like only the upper streams, like the high streams, like it's only not two high streams, but like the highest streams I could say, like L and V, not L and V, but like you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
We take that crosswork.
there's no coursework for English language. You might have coursework for literature, but no coursework for language.
Probably for literature, but yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Petit, I have to go. Do you want me to join back?
At 9, yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, sweetie.
All right, so we're gonna do English language now. Please make sure that your math work is submitted. Before we do that, let's do a bit of review. The last time we were here, we were talking about the point-by-point method and the block method for English language. Do I have that here? That should be somewhere else. No, that's in my other slide. So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna review that first, and then we're going to look at what we have to do for today. All right, so so last week we talked about basically understanding the principles of, basically shaping your writing. The first question goes to Lanaya. We can't just simply write all our details that we have, just splatter it on the paper.
Right,
What must
Mr.
we
Machine,
do?
you call?
Yeah, I'm saying this, the first question is for you. You got me? You ready?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. I was saying that we cannot just take all of the details that we have and splatter it on the paper. What is the first thing that we must do? We must make sure what? What's the first thing we must do?
Organize the details
Yes, organize the details
logically
in a logical way.
in a
Very good.
sensible way.
Good. Shalice, describe for me the block method. Shalice, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, describe for me the block method.
It presents all details about one subject first.
And what else?
It presents all details about the second subject, then about the third, the fourth, and the fifth, etc.
Very good. So with the block method, we present all the information about the first method, and then we present all the information about the second method or second, subject. We do it, but we stay on that particular subject, that one particular subject. We talk about different aspects of that subject, but we stay on that one particular one. Then for the next one, present all the details of that second subject, and then the third subject, and on and on and on. So that's the block method. All right. Now we have the next method, which is we talked about, which is the point-by-point method. Yolanda, can you explain to us the point-by-point method?
So first you talk about one aspect of a certain subject, and then you talk about one aspect of another subject. and then you talk about one aspect of this first subject, and then you talk about another aspect of the second subject.
Okay, good. So let's look at this example. Example number 1. Why is that point by point? The first one, why is that a point by point method, Yolanda?
It's a point by point because first we talked about homeschool, and then we went in to talk about school instead of having them separated.
Very good. So we transitioned with that. So we mentioned we basically are comparing two things, and we did them one after the other. All right. So we talk about homeschooling a bit, and then we transition quickly over to public school. So we contrast them immediately. Then we have the other one, which is the block method, Malaya. Malaya, can you tell me why is that the block method, the second one? Malaya?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me why the second one is block method.
Because it presents all details about one subject first.
Very good. So first we talked about fast food. We talked about the different attributes of fast food. And then in the second one, we talk about, cooking at home. And we talk about all the different aspects about cooking at home. So it's definitely the block method, because everything about the first one is mentioned first, and then everything but the second one is mentioned second. All right. What style is your favorite? Anyone can answer. What style is your favorite that you prefer?
Block method.
Point by point.
Block method, okay, point by point. I think what is that? That's what's her name? Take one, yeah. Take one, yeah. Why you say you want the block method?
Because I think the block method is more of an organized way to see your thoughts and ideas.
Okay. All right. Give me an example of something that you would compare or contrast using the block method.
What do you think?
You feel like a cookbook, something like that. You follow the instruction.
No, sir. I'm asking, what her name is? I'm asking, take one to give me an example of something that you would use the block method on.
I mean, you can compare mails, like sending mails online, and then like the physical way of sending mails.
Okay. When you talk about the physical way, what aspects we talk about?
I would say that it's much more slower.
It's much more.
Much more slower than the.
It's slower. Okay, it's slow.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I guess this has less information.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of more, but it's not coming to me.
Yeah. All right. And how about the more electronic one?
But if you want to send to someone, it'll be much more faster, and you could probably add more information to it.
Okay.
And it probably like won't get lost or stolen, something like that.
Okay. How about the cost?
Oh yes, the cost. I guess some emails is more like free than the physical one.
Yes. But there's a cost associated with mailing. All right. The mailing is, especially if you're mailing from here, especially if you're mailing from the Bahamas to the United States. That could cost you a lot. Okay, and you'll what's the name? Lanai, you said you prefer the point by point method. So what would you compare using the point by point method?
Wow. I mean, I don't know. Like, um, like fast food places, I guess. Like,
We already have fast food. Can't use that.
see, well then, like cars then.
Okay, give me an example.
Like, I guess like a Ferrari and Nissan.
Okay.
Like, so like the speed, how it looks, the quality of the seats and the carpets, and all that kinds of stuff.
I agree. So you would start talking about one, and then you transition over to the other, and then you would go back and forth like that, right?
Yeah, that's how I
Okay.
write now. I didn't even know like it was okay. Like there was a thing for that.
Oh, okay, okay. You
That's
didn't know that
awesome.
there's a specific way,
Like yeah,
specific
like I didn't know
terminology
that it
for it.
was right.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Okay, that's good. So now you know that there's a specific terminology for it. You could use it with much more confidence in your writing.
Yes.
Um, okay, today we're gonna be talking about editing and proofreading. So this is something that I think everyone who wrote um last week, not last week, but everyone who wrote their essays, maybe they are essays, everyone who wrote their grammar needed some work, like everyone. And so we're gonna talk about that part of writing. You don't just write, okay? You actually have to go through the process of after you finish writing, you wanna go over what you wrote, okay? And that's a part of it. So we're gonna look at editing and proofreading. What to look for and stuff like that. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 1st of March. Our subject is English language. And our topic is you want to do editing and proofreading. Oh my goodness, look how I spell language. That right there is a form of editing and proofreading. Oh, look at it. Editing is spelled wrong. So in order to edit and proofread properly, you have to know what to look for. All right. And so once you know what to look for, then you can easily identify the errors that may be inside your work before anyone else come and tell you, hey, look at this error that you have. So you want to, after you have written your essay, it is good practice to review your draft. to check for errors in spelling, grammar, and pronunciation. Sorry, punctuation. And usage. Focusing on pronouns. So you need to check your draft to ensure that you have used the correct pronoun for each antecedent that you have. So write this down for me, please, as your notes for this class. Again, write down these notes, please, because once I move the slide, I don't want to go back. So make sure I write this down. So obviously we know the definition of pronouns. Pronouns are words that take the place of a noun or pronoun. I'm sorry, a noun or a group of nouns. So you do not want to mix these up. So I'm going to construct a table. So we have 1, 2, 3. Let's say it's 3. And let's make this smaller than this. All right, so we have singular pronouns, and you don't want to mix them up with the plural pronouns. You don't want to put plural pronouns in the place of singular and vice versa. Now with the singular pronouns, we have ones that are personal and ones that are possessive. Excuse me. So the personal pronouns, anyone can give me an example of a personal pronoun? Personal. Personal pronouns, anyone?
He.
Say it again.
He.
He,
She.
yes.
She. Oh, okay.
He. What else?
She.
She.
Her.
Say it again. She, he. What else?
Her.
How about it? Then him. And
them.
them is singular?
No, that's
No, no, them is not singular. Him and her. Then we have about I and me, right? And then how about you? Then we have the possessive. So what's the possessive form of I and me?
Us?
Possessive.
like
Possessive.
mine.
Mine and my. Okay. That's possessive. Possessive means you want, if you're trying to say something, it's yours. What's the possessive form of you?
Your.
Your or
Yours.
Okay. And then we have his, hers, its. Okay. So those are singular, those are singular pronouns, personal and possessive. Now, obviously, the next one we're going to do is plural. Now, plural pronouns are going to be, obviously, we're going to have personal and possessive as well. Now, give me some personal plural pronouns. Plural. So instead of
They, them.
they, them, good. Who said that? Trying to distinguish
Our.
the. Who?
Yolanda.
Oh, Yolanda. Okay. Very good. They and them.
Our.
They, them.
Would us be one? Or
Who said our? Who said our? Who said our?
That's me. Take one.
Take one. Our would be possessive, right? But we
Oh,
want
yeah.
personal. Yeah. We want personal. So they, them, that's the personal. And then how about we and us? Yeah. We, us. You is also plural as well, by the way. Because when I say you, I could be talking about you as an individual, or I can be talking about you as a crowd. So I could say, you need to study. And I'm talking about one particular person. I might be talking to Mr. Arthur. And I say, Mr. Arthur, you need to study. Well, that's Mr. Arthur. Or I could speak to the crowd of people and I could say, hey, you need to study. But I'm still talking to that same group, right? I'm talking to a group of persons. So you is plural and singular, depends on how you use it. Then our, and ours, and you and yours, and their, and theirs. Please make sure that your camera is not on. And then you. Okay, so those are your pronouns. Lanai, give me a give me a singular possessive pronoun.
yours.
Yours. Kevin, give me a plural personal pronoun. Kevin, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Daniel, give me a plural personal pronoun.
They,
They, very good. Stacy Pinder, are you there? Stacy, are you there? I can't hear from Stacy. Serenity, oh, there she is. Stacy is gonna say something?
Hello?
Yes. Can you give me a singular possessive pronoun?
Hello?
Yes. Can you give me a singular possessive pronoun?
You said singular or plural?
Singular.
My.
Very good. And Diamond, are you there? Diamond? Can't hear from Diamond. Jennifer, are you there? Jennifer Allen, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me a plural possessive pronoun?
Theirs.
There's very good. All right, so you have to know them and know how to use them. So don't switch them up. So don't use personal for possessive and don't use a singular one for plural one. All right. So make sure you know how to use them. Now, when you're proofreading, excuse me, there's a very important rule that you must follow. So
Mr. Petit, you go back to that slide, please.
all right, please make sure that you are keeping up with me with writing because I've been on that slide for a very long time.
I get it. Thank you.
Okay. So let's look at the rules. So the rules that we must follow when it comes to these stuff, when it comes to identifying, you know, the errors in our writing. So the rules, right?
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
you go back to that first slide for a second.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so here are the rules. So a pronoun must agree with its antecedent, and the antecedent is what it's replacing, right? It's the noun or pronouns that it's replacing. In both person and number. That's the rule. So you can't mess it up. That's the rule. And some people just mix this thing up. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent. That's the noun or group of nouns that it's replacing. It must agree with it in person and a number. So a first person. So let me talk about first person. What is first person? That refers to what? Remember I did first person before. A first person, this is a very important one. Remember, a first person pronoun refers to the person speaking. A second person pronoun refers to the person spoken to. And a third person pronoun refers to the person, place, or thing spoken about. So first person pronoun refers to the person speaking. Second person pronoun refers to the person being spoken to. And the third person pronoun refers to the person, place, or thing being spoken about. All right. So I, me, my, all those, they are first person. You is refers, it's the second person. And they, theirs, all them pronouns is the third person. So let's deal with what is incorrect to do. So this is incorrect. This one, this is the incorrect statement. And if you have this, is when you have to edit your writing. So A so we have a skateboarder. Should wear a helmet. You would be a fool not to. Okay, now tell me what's incorrect about this.
The pronoun doesn't agree with the antecedent.
Say it again.
The pronoun doesn't agree with the antecedent.
Very good. So it's talking about this one is it says a skateboarder, right? What person is this? A skateboarder. That's first, second, or third?
That's third.
Help me out. Anyone else? What's the what's the what's how you say? What's the person for this one? First, second, or third? It's a skateboarder. What are we talking about? Are we the person being spoken to? Is this the person speaking, or is this someone speaking about someone?
It's third person.
Someone speaking.
Yeah. So this is the third person, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's under the third person. Now, the antecedent is in the third person. That's the noun. Right? It's in the third person. Now the pronoun is what? What's the pronoun in this set of sentences?
Second person.
What's the pronoun? What does it do?
You.
You. Very good. You. What person is the second what person is this pronoun? First, second, or third?
Second.
Second. Okay. because it's you. It's refers to the person being spoken to. So this is the second person. All right, so that's the problem right there. So these two persons does not agree. All right, it's if this is third person, what must the next one also be?
The third person.
Third person, very good. So that's why it's incorrect. Both of them supposed to be third person. All right. So how are we gonna correct it? How could we correct it? Okay. How could we correct this? Anyone? How could we correct it? So you want the correct version. Take on, you so quiet. What happened? You thinking
I was thinking it would be them, but it's not plural.
it's not plural. Good. Can't be them.
But it's he or her.
Say it again.
It's he or her.
He or her.
What?
He or her. Or you mean he or she?
Oh yeah, he or she.
He or she. Very good. All right, that's much better. So this is the correct way. So as we can see, this is how we could correct it. So this one is in the, what person is this one?
Third.
It's in the third person. So these two, there is no agreement. They don't agree. All right, but this one is in the third person. And the pronoun that replaces it is also in the
Third person.
third person. So that means that these two, the persons agree. All right, so that's the rule. And so whenever you're writing a sentence, make sure that your persons agree. If you say a skateboarder, you can't say you should not be. You would not be. You would be a fool not to. If you talk about a skateboarder, you can say he or she. Okay, would be a fool not to, because you're talking about the skateboarder, right? And the third person remains. You keep the person. How many persons have made this mistake before in changing the person? They move from first to third, the second.
I know I did.
Me, okay, Jennifer and Kayla. Anyone else have ever made this mistake before? In having in changing the persons and the persons don't agree. Anyone else? All right.
Everyone should say because everyone has done it before.
Jennifer said everyone has done it before. All right. So once you finish with that, please take a picture of your notes and send it to me, please. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's everybody. I got Mikhail on. Still waiting. All right. So with that in mind, let's just do the exercise. With the exercise, you don't have to write down the questions, just write down the answers because we're almost done with time. So just write down the question. Just write down the answers. Exercises. Number 1. Why should you carefully revise your draft? Revise. I'm only write down the answers, please. Write down the number and the answer. Question number 1, why should you carefully revise your graph? Draft. Number 2, define.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Are you writing correct or incorrect?
Why should you carefully revise your draft?
Hey, Mr. Petit.
Why should you?
Hold on.
Yes.
Sorry.
These are just questions. You're gonna answer them based on the notes that you have. Okay. Define the term pronoun.
So we just write in plural or
Mr.
singular?
Petit, so what do you want out of it? Like, what do you want us to find something?
Oh my goodness, just read the notes. Read the notes and answer the questions based on notes.
I don't understand.
I gave you notes, right?
Yes, sir.
I gave you 2 slides of notes.
Yes,
And now
sir.
I'm asking you questions. The questions are gonna be based on the notes that I give you.
Okay.
I'm not with that. Don't make it odd. I asked you why should you carefully revise a draft. In the notes I give you, I told you why. I asked you to define the term pronoun. In your notes, I gave you the definition of the word pronoun. So I don't understand what's hard with that. So number 3, give a personal, a singular personal possessive pronoun. Number 2, give a plural possessive. Give a plural personal possessive, yeah. Pronoun. And number 5, correct. Write the correct version of the following statement. A bus driver sped off with his vehicle. You would be a fool to try that. Let's say a bus driver um, drives the bus for long periods of time. You no, no, that's not right. You All right. Okay, so write the correct version of that sentence. Okay, so we're basically out of time, so we're gonna quickly answer them. What do y'all have for the first one? Why should you carefully revise your draft? What's the answer for that one?
To check for
Check for
errors.
errors, spelling, grammar, punctuation, and usage.
Make sure you use the right pronoun.
Yes, to check for errors in spelling, grammar, punctuation, etc. And also you could put to check for pronouns too. Number 2, define a pronoun. What's a pronoun?
Pronouns are words that take the place of a noun or noun.
Very good. Are words that take the place of a noun or noun. Good. Give a singular personal pronoun.
Him, you,
Singular personal, so it could be I, it could be me, it could be you, it could be he, she, it, him, her, any one of them could work. I want a plural possessive.
ours, yours,
Them,
Say it again.
them,
Ours,
yours,
yours, our, their, theirs. Good. And then we have write the correct version of the sentence. A bus driver drives the bus for long periods of time. You need stamina and discipline for this job.
He or she.
Yeah. A bus driver drives the bus for long periods of time. He or she needs stamina for the job. Right. If you're finished, please take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp if you're done. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. With that being said, we are going to call it a night for tonight. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you back here on tomorrow at 6 p.m. But make sure to send me pictures of your work, please. That's everyone. Send me pictures of your work, please.
Good night.
All right, good night.
okay.
Hold on, Mr. Petit.
Yeah. Good night.
All right, good night. Take care.